Hi folks, this is Dr. Rob Cybus, the Carb Addiction Doc, and we have some incredibly good news for 2021. Sitting beside me is Jane Brown, and Jane is joining our practice as of January the 1st. Jane is a certified nutrition specialist, and not only is Jane's entire professional life spent in a ketogenic dietary world, her own life is lived in the same space, and as you can see, much better than mine. But Jane is joining our practice with a particular emphasis on nutrition and on keto carnivore nutrition, helping people with weight issues, helping people with diabetes, helping people to understand a carnivore way of life as opposed to a carnivore diet, understanding the metrics that separate health from a diet. Because remember, in our practice, this is something we want you to become, not just something you do for a little while. So Jane is there to augment what we do in the carbohydrate addiction world and really adds a tremendous asset to us. Now, enough babbling from me. Jane can introduce herself and explain how she got to be where she is and what her expertise is.
Well, thank you, Dr. Cybus. I appreciate that introduction, and I'm very much looking forward to joining forces with you and helping as many people as possible in this coming year. I started out on this lifestyle journey about 7 years ago when I discovered I was probably marching towards diabetes. Strong family history of type 2 diabetes. I lost my dad to stage 4 pancreatic cancer that progressed from type 2 diabetes, and I didn't want my life to be heading in that direction. So I discovered the low carbohydrate ketogenic lifestyle and adopted that as my lifestyle, and have never looked back. And I became board certified as a nutrition specialist. I have a master's in human nutrition, and I'm also more recently certified in ketogenic nutrition. And I'm looking forward to helping people discover this incredible lifestyle to restore their health and keep them from heading down that pathway. And this is Tabo.
Jane also, one of the other affinities we have, she's a Ridgeback aficionado, so as he makes his guest appearance. But I think that, one of the issues that I personally have with the keto world is the see one, do one, teach one mentality. It's such a new arena, and there are just too many people that say, I've done this for 6 months and boom. Jane has been in this and at this for years and years and years, and not only from a practice perspective, but from a personal perspective as well. For those of you that know my journey, I lost my original weight 21 years ago, have had a couple of relapses, but developed the carbohydrate addiction model and really focused very heavily on the addiction side. Jane brings greater expertise than I can offer on the dietary side, but also understands that within the context of addiction. So we're thrilled to have her on board, and I think that this will become a wonderful asset to anybody that consults with our practice. The other phenomenal thing that I want to throw out there is Jane is going to be offering some online group sessions as well. So anyone interested in joining a small carnivore group, or a small diabetes management group, or a small obesity management group, or even people that have had bariatric surgery through other practices, or the eat less, do more type philosophy, who want to understand the addiction ketogenic asset to bariatric surgery to help them along that journey. Jane is offering those groups. How do you get hold of us? Well, there are a couple of ways to get hold of us. The first one is through our bat phone, to text us at 561-517-0642. You'll see this in the comment sections at the bottom of this video, or to email us at info@jsapa@gmail.com, and we'll respond to you. You can set up a consult. The consult will be with both myself to begin with, and then with Jane as well as part of the sessions that we have. And there'll be hopefully ongoing relationships to help you to transform your way of life. Because as we said at the beginning of this isn't what we do, this is what we are. and it's an enormous distinction. So this is very, very exciting news from us, and I think anybody out there that is interested in knowing a little bit more, you got stranded, I've done keto for a while and I'm kind of stuck, my weight loss is, well, we can help you to move forward. And that's where her expertise combined with the practice expertise comes in. So give us a shout, give us an email, and we will set you up. Anything else from your side, Jane?
No, I would just encourage everyone who might be listening to this to reevaluate what you're doing. And if you feel like you've done this and it hasn't worked, well, perhaps we can help you appreciate that there are ways to do this and do it well and have it as a lifestyle that you can enjoy and reap tremendous rewards from.
And then one other thing, if I may, I'm just going to say this off the spur of the moment, but Jane's background is also that her husband is a practitioner and chiropractor, and that brings a whole other element into some of the functional medicine aspects that as an MD and as a Ph.D., there's an interface for me, and her knowledge and skill level has tremendously advanced what we understand from traditional medicine. Obviously, I'm not a traditional medicine practitioner, even though I was raised that way. And that's what distinguishes our practice from so many others that treats numbers and treats things with medication. We help you to understand the root cause, but also having that functional medicine chiropractor background being added to our practice adds tremendous insight and diversity to understanding folks' issues out there. And we will much better be able to help you with things like histamine that I'm not as up on, but Jane is way up there on that. So those are some of the topics that she and I have discussed, and Jane's been already working with us, understanding how our practice works over the last few months, ready to go 1st of January, so give us a shout.